Reasons why your mix might sound muddy. You're trying to do too much. A lot of the time your tracks don't need as many plugins as you think. Obviously this varies song to song, but I've seen a lot of people, including myself at the beginning, trying to squeeze lots of plugins into my tracks because it feels like the right thing to do. This can very quickly start having a negative effect on your tracks, even if you don't realise it straight away. Less can be more. My biggest tip will be to mix based on how it actually sounds rather than how much editing you think it needs to be at a professional standard.
Is your recording hurting your mix? Too much distortion. If you use way too much, then the recording quality can lose clarity and tone. Instead, it will create too much noise within the mix that is often hard to get rid of. Delay and reverb. When using long decay effects, it can add too much into the mix, often making it hard to distinguish frequencies, especially on low-tuned guitars or bass. Recording quality. When it comes to recording your tracks, your instruments need to sound tight and with a good, solid tone that makes it easy to distinguish within the mix. So don't rush your recordings, make sure it is exactly how you want it to be.
You're not leaving enough space for everything to breathe. With this, I'm mainly talking about EQ. Two biggest things here are within the lows and mid frequencies of your track. With the low frequencies, you want to make sure there's enough separation between your kicks and your bass instruments. Similar frequencies can actually cancel each other out, losing overall clarity in your bass. Make sure you're cutting the lows in instruments that don't need them as much, to create space for the ones that do. One tip here for both lows and mids is to make use of side tracking and plugins such as FabFilter's Pro MB to lower mids in your guitars when vocals are sounding and to create balance between your bass guitars and drums.
Do not overcomplicate it for your technical ability. By this, I mean don't just add in tracks because you can. Adding too much of certain frequencies not only makes your life harder as the mixer masterer, but it also clutters the overall mix. Sometimes less is best. Know your current ability to mix and master. Use this knowledge to not only add in what you are able to cleanly elevate your track. It's completely fine and encouraged to experiment with new sounds, but make sure your final mix consists of instruments or sound effects you really know how to use and how to incorporate properly. Just remember that these aren't strict rules, regulations, that kind of thing. Like, this is simply from our experience of mixing and mastering our own tracks. So this does not potentially cover all genres of music. This is just our own personal experience within writing metal music and trying to mix and master it ourselves. So that way we can save money and hopefully you can save money.